How we doing, everybody? UFC Thoughts here, and today I'm doing another commentary video. I haven't done one since the UFC 294 debacle. These videos usually do pretty well because, they aren't just like picks and recap videos. People can actually just listen to them. The title probably says something like fighters that I wouldn't mind seeing lose. These are fighters that I hope lose their next fight. I'll go by weight class like Bedtime MMA. And let's see what's going on. We're going to start with the flyweight division. Now, flyweight's a little tricky because there are some people that you may expect, like a Muhammad Mukayev because he's a boring wrestler. Or maybe like Mateusz Nicolau to guarantee Manel Kape wins, or maybe Alexandre Pantoja, just to like flip the script at flyweight, make it less, boring near the top. I'm going to go for a guy that many people probably have forgotten about at the top of that division, Amir Albazi. Kill him. Get him out of here. I don't like him. He's so fucking annoying, dude. He has one of the most boring styles. He robbed Kai Kara-France. He got the Kai Kara-France fight after 4 fights of beating unranked competition. Like, he beat Davison Figueiredo's brother, Francisco, I think his name is. He beat Alessandro Costa in his debut. Like, Alessandro Costa's debut, he beat Malcolm Gordon and Zhalgas Zhumagulov. Those are the wins that got this guy the Kai Kara-France fight. And then he fucking robbed him, dude. They robbed Kai Kara for this fucking snub-nosed fucking goon. Oh my god, I hate him so much. He's so annoying, too. He thinks he deserves a title shot, but he doesn't. He fucking sucks. I wish actually he probably would have beaten that Moreno at Mexico City, but I don't know. You never know with fucking Amir Albazi. Also, he's one of those guys that just waits for big fights. Like, he's not even like from Russia either. I forget where he's even from, but he acts like a Dagestani guy, and that just makes me even more angry. So, Amir Albazi, I hope you get decapitated in your next fight, dude. And I mean that. Maybe I'll do it. We move to bantamweight. Now, bantamweight has two of probably the highest guys people want to see lose. Sean O'Malley, of course, and the machine Merab Dvalishvili. Now, if you would have asked me prior to his last 2 fights, or right after the Piotr Jan fight, I'd say I would have picked Merab Dvalishvili. I didn't like him, but after his last fight, I'm going to go with the guy he beat. Henry Cejudo. I want to see him lose again. And this isn't... that sounds mean as fuck. But, like, genuinely, this dude is annoying as ever, bro. Especially after 292, where he's like, I told him, guys. I told him he was going to go for that straight shot, guys. He's going to use his range, guys. I'm an MMA mastermind, guys. Like, he tries to act like he's such, like, a cool coach and this and that. And tries to have, like... him and DJ are a pretty cool duo, but, like... he's just so annoying, and his fight style, he could be so good if he just stuck with what he's good at. Stop doing karate, motherfucker. Wrestle. Even though that is boring, fucking wrestle. I knocked out TJ Dillashaw, guys. I knocked out round 2 Marlon Moraes, guys. I knocked out Dominic Cruz, guys. You knocked him out because of fucking... Oh, by the way, his reign of legacy has so many asterisks on it. Like, every big win he has a humongous asterisk next to it. Like, his whole legacy is fraudulent, too. Like, come on, dude. Sounds like I'm very angry right now with Henry Cejudo. Like, I just want to see him lose again. Because people are trying to, like, make it like this guy's one of the best combat sports athletes of all time. When he isn't. He just isn't. So, whoever he fights next, I hope they beat him in a very controversial split decision just to throw it in his fucking face. We move to featherweight. Featherweight has another couple of good guys that, could be good picks here. Ilia Topuria, if you're the natural Volkanovski fan and you want to see him lose. Movsar Evloev, for every wrestler hater. Movsar Evloev isn't that bad, and also we already saw him lose against Arnold Allen. So, I'm not going to pick him. If you, for some reason, just hate the Georgian guys, you could go with Giga Chikadze, who I almost went with. Until I realized that there's a new man at featherweight, Christian C-Rod Rodriguez. This unprofessional fuck! Okay, I'm just going to not acknowledge the fact that he robbed Isaac Dolgarian, right? And here's what makes me so mad about Christian Rodriguez is he is so good, but he is so damn unprofessional. He hasn't only missed weight twice in the UFC. He missed weight on the regional scene by like 4 or 5 pounds against a random guy, and he also won that fight. He's so talented, but so... Why do you gotta miss weight so much, dude? And when you start to look at his wins inside the UFC, they're against talented guys like Joshua Weems, who he submitted, who is like a BJJ black belt, like double over. Like he has like 9 wins by submission. He submitted that guy. But then you go to like Raul Rosas Jr. And at the time, that win seemed like, oh my god, no way, he fraud checked him. But then you realize Raul is 18 years old, he's a kid, and he's just making his way in the UFC. Like, that's not like that impressive now that we look at it. And Cameron Simon, who at the time, that win was crazy, because we were like, oh my god, Cameron Simon is this new guy on the block. But after seeing what Peyton Talbot did, now we start to look at Cameron Simon as, well, when you look at his wins inside the UFC, he beat a bunch of has-beens. He is talented, no doubt, but is he a true bantamweight? Not really. He should go down to flyweight. Christian Rodriguez, while talented, should lose his next fight based on his unprofessionalism. How dare you miss weight twice against little kids, you fuckface. We move to lightweight, where there are quite a few options, if I'm being honest. I almost went with Armin Sarukian just because he's fighting Charles Oliveira. I wanted to go with Paddy Pimblett, because he's just annoying. Chepe Mariscal was an underrated pick on my end. I almost went with him because he fluked into beating Jack Jenkins, and he also beat Trevor Peek, the best MMA fighter of all time. But I'm going to go with Scamrot, Mateusz Gamrot, this motherfucker. He has some of the flukiest performances of all time. His win streak he is currently on is one of the fucking... I don't understand how he wins these fights, dude. His style is so fucking weird. And also, one of these days, he's going to get chinned. 'Cause hear me out. 4 of his last 5 fights, he's been knocked down at least once. The one fight where he didn't get knocked down was against Rafael Fiziev, who blew his fucking knee out in the second round. Mateusz Gamrot, he's also boring. Like, in recent performances especially, he's been boring. He used to be seen as like an exciting grappler guy, the new age of grappling, but as of recent, he's just been fucking stinking his way into winning decisions, which that's never fun. So Mateusz Gamrot, knowing him, he'll probably fucking get his opponent to get an injury, so he probably won't lose his next fight, but a man can dream. We move to welterweight, where of course I could just shy away and pick Colby Chaos Covington, Ian Gary, or Bilal Muhammad, or hell, even Leon Edwards at this point with how much he's holding up the division. I'm gonna go with a little obscure pick and go with Oban Elliott, a true wet blanket in the UFC. This dude had to wet blanket Val Woodburn to get his debut win. I think that's all I really need to say. This guy had a wet blanket fucking Val Woodburn. Yeah, dude, this guy's not gonna make it far. Oban Elliott, I'll be the first to tell you, I think he fucking sucks. We move to middleweight. Again, a couple really tough options. Israel Adesanya, Dricus Du Plessis, or Duplessis, however you pronounce it. Sean Strickland, of course, is high on a lot of people's tier lists. I'm going to go with a little of a lower-ranked guy, Anthony Hernandez. Personally, I don't really like him, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of people are hyping him up for no reason. People are like, oh my god, the way he dispatched of Roman Kopylov, as if Roman didn't take that on short notice. Alright? I think Anthony Hernandez loses to a lot of guys. A lot of people in that top 10 have decent enough cardio to dispatch of Anthony Hernandez. People are like, oh, his wrestling super good. Is it though? Like, is it? And his chin isn't that great from what we understand. He's been He's soft-bodied, too. He's flabby. Flabby tummy. Flabby tummy on Anthony Hernandez. Like, Kevin Holland knocked this dude out with body shots. Like, he took him out with a single knee to the body. Like, bro, he's weak. Now, that's harsh. He's not weak, of course. He'd kick my ass. Like, let's be honest here. He'd kick my ass. I think the top levels of this division are going to dispatch of Anthony Hernandez easier and easier and easier. Like, dude, yes, he did submit Rodolfo Vieira. Cool. His striking's meh, let's be honest. So Anthony Hernandez, I think they're going to give him a top 10 in his next fight. I think a lot of Anthony Hernandez fans are going to be shocked when he's on the canvas crying for his mom. We move to light heavyweight. Of course, everyone's either going to be Jamal Hill or Alex Pereira. But there's one that I think both fan bases of those two high-level guys can agree on. We all want to see Magomed Ankalaev lose. Let's be honest. This is a short section of the video. Who wants to see this guy as champion? Like, who cares about Magomed Ankalaev that fucking much? Alright? Short section. I don't care about Magomed Ankalaev. Will he become champion? Probably. Do I want him as champion? Fuck no. We move to heavyweight, where there's really a lack of, like, hated people. There's not a lot of people that I want to see lose. Some other people will say John Jones because he's holding up the division. Stipe because he's holding up the division. Cyril Gane because he's being a little bit of a asshole who holds up the division as well. A lot of division held up right now. Jailton Almeida is probably the most advanced answer because he's boring. But I'll throw his photo up for you guys. The Blob, Shamil Gaziev. Bro tapped to a 5th round. I want to see him lose again. Give him another 5-round main event against Robelis Despain. I want to see him lose again, bro. I want to see him angrily grimace at the guy he's fighting. I'm UFC Thoughts. That's going to be the end of the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more content like this. Holy shit, this was so fun to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. I don't really care. This weekend, of course, we got Blanchfield Fiora at Atlantic City. So, that should be fun. I'll see you guys. Till then, peace.